Hey, what's up? Let's go through the market, see what's going on. Looks like retail is buying the tech dip, but the real paradigm shift is unfolding quietly in Tokyo's pension architecture and European aviation M&A. We're seeing capital rotate away from the global tech expressions into Japanese sovereign assets and some private equity value backed plays. Can't talk this morning. Japanese finance minister floated a massive structural shift, and as a result, the yen surging. We're seeing some movement on that in the morning, pulling at that low there. Geopolitical tensions are temporary cooling as the U.S.-Iran mediation talks progress, with Brent down. Was previously the 75 level. European travel and leisure assets are booming, with Apollo's cash takeover bid for EasyJet. They have futures on EasyJet? No, okay. U.S. tech futures are lagging. Capital temporary is rotating on the mega caps ahead of the SK Nasdaq ADR debut. Norway's core inflation came in cooler than expected, 2.9%, sinking the krone as the bank is dovish. So let's look at the euro catching a mild bid as fading geopolitical risk premiums, technical consolidation way. We're basically flat right now. Just looked at the JPY, tumbled, and then we're seeing some pullback on that. Currently, the pound is up a touch, moving firmly higher as the confirmation of the incoming UK PM is removing the political overhang. And then the Canadian dollar trading perfectly flat. Tight consolidation as the market holds its breath ahead of the critical Canadian jobs report. Let's go through our positions, see what's going on with them. Yesterday, let's look at some trades that closed yesterday. We had, let's see, what was it? We finally closed our monster. We got out of that guy. Booked 6%. We saw kind of high volume going in and then could not beat that equal high from the previous day. So I think that's going to be pulled back a touch. We got out of that. And then, what was the other one? There's another one. We got out of Lin for a scratch. We watched that for a while. So that's what closed yesterday. Yesterday we got into BLZE. That's more of a high tight flag. I need to take a screenshot of this. Got some issues there. Got into BLZE on a high tight flag. Just a price blew through it on relatively high volume, higher than the previous. Pre-market's pretty much where it was. Stop loss remains. XLE is currently down our position, but we're seeing some low volume pulling back, so that's fine. And pre-market's up. Okay, GKOS, another high tight. Looks like it's drifting up into low volume, which I can't really remember if that's good or bad. I've seen conflicting reports on that. What's pre-market on this? Pre-market is way above. Okay. Still trying to make sure these charts are working good. So pre-market's basically where it was at yesterday. Okay. SRRK, another high tight. It exploded up, higher volume, but less volume than the sell pressure on our entry. Okay. That's deep sea quad. Okay, QNT. This is one of those news. Low volume pullback. Testing that area. I'm not too concerned with that. XLV. XLV saw some higher volume. Sellers came in, so that's technically a high volume upthrust. Pre-market's up. Stop loss remains. That's a box scanner. Microsoft. Okay, this is nice. We had a low volume pullback, higher volume push up, pre-market's up. Stop loss remains. There's CVS. Still consolidating. Very high volume, bearish candle. Pre-market's flat. PBI, another high tight. Drifting up on high volume. Probably not the best. Where'd this go up? This drifted up on high volume. Crazy high. Yeah, we did see a lot of buyers on that, so I think price is just coming into premium. What was that? Three-day low volume high. NTB, just a classic consolidator. I really like these consolidation plays. Price is just kind of chopping around on moderate volume. CSX, we're finally getting some movement on this. Higher volume than the previous hammer, continuing up. Okay, we're finally going to move the stop up a touch. We're moving down to there. moving stop loss up to okay. CSX, we held that for a while. We had UNP, which we lost money on. Looks like CSX may be getting out and making some money for us. Okay, let's get this over here real quick. That's the last of our book. Okay, so our book has gotten considerably smaller. We're really down to 14 trades, and if you take out Claude, DeepSeek, and like box scanner stuff, we're down to 11. So a more manageable book. We're looking at CVS, XLV getting closer to our targets, GKOS as well. Let's check out this. Looks like we just had a new release for SignalDeck that just came out. We fixed a lot of the futures and the import logic for Schwab, I believe. So futures got a huge update. Live P&L the moment you log a trade. Now we're showing dollars and ticks. MFE, MAE now tracked for futures. Entry time validation. I think we finally fixed that. We had an issue with sign-ins. We've got that figured out. And we have a brand new scanner item that just pushed out. So that's cool. So we'll be playing around with that. The great thing about SignalDeck is we have the alerts. So we had some stops yesterday. We got cleaned out. FTNT. How did that guy go? Okay, we made 1%. So this was really just a scratch. So we're getting there. If you check out the Borg, and we're basically tracking the SPY, which is, we're getting there. Trying to get a little better. And then if we look at our run history for the 10th, high tight, sector rotation, XLE, I think this showed up yesterday as well. So on the daily, sector rotated, we got into XLE, didn't we? Let's check that. Ooh, XLF is showing up on the sector ETF swing. That's fun. Financial. Let's see, US Bancorp. Yeah. Okay, we might be getting a pullback on that. I think we might go into this XLF coming up on a sector ETF swing that we just released a couple days ago. Golden Cross, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I think we'll look into that. Let's go through some stuff this morning. Oh, I need to make sure. We got an XLE, right? Yeah, we're an XLE. Okay. Have a Novo Nordisk order just chilling. Walmart's further breaking down. Costco looks like a garbage pile. I've been watching Costco for a year or so, and it just cannot get past 1,000. So it looks like Costco's going into markdown. LIN, we got out of that guy. So I really should remove it. The video, I was looking at the video yesterday, but didn't do much. It's our Microsoft play. BW is playing around with the 200-day. PK, CVS doing that consolidating what it loves to do. We missed a move on MPLT, which was on my radar. I don't know why I didn't set an alert. and get into that, but we would have made some money, but that's the way it goes. FT&T, we got out of that yesterday, I believe. All right. Yep, got out of that with 1% scratch. Yeah, that was rough. Real close to our target. Went down, triggered our stop because I didn't like the price action there. So yeah, SRRK is looking good. We have a buy order for CLPT. Been watching DFTX. See that price action going on yesterday. Probably going to put a buy order on that because that's now looking a little better. Let's see what else we got. There's our BLZE order. Okay. Back to Novo. Okay. Looking pretty good. Got the box scanner going out. We'll run some box scans this morning, but it looks like we're going to be possibly putting an order in for XLF and really just managing the book this morning. Got a couple price targets. Really just focus on that. See where we go. Have a good one.